Hello, welcome to the site of Mount Goot. I'm here again with Fenton.
Hey!
And we've got some Kimono products. As you saw from the brown box, there's a whole bunch of good stuff coming out of these. Here we have, how would you say her name? Forged in Stone.
The Life-Immenser.
Fantastic.
And by life I mean
Alright, let's big, oversized, shiny foil. Oh, her eyes go shiny. Alright, enough with the music.
Hey,
That we probably
musical talent right here.
musical talent. Forged in stone. Look at that. There's a stone forged blade. That's pretty crazy. You know her ultimate ability is all about that. As a kind of long time Kemba player, I've been looking forward to this deck coming out. I think Kemba's even in it, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that will be just good in my Kemba deck. But I don't think it's just Kemba stuff.
Meow.
Meow. Alright.
No, you can't steal my meow. Meow's mine.
Here we've got some double-sided equipment. So there's a Stoneforge blade, on the other side is a germ, there's a cool soldier and a Pegasus. Cool soldier and a Pegasus. There's an angel and a cat. More angels and cats. There's a soldier and a spirit. I like these soldier tokens, they're pretty sweet.
Yeah. And the kitty spirits. That's kind of sad.
Kitty spirits?
Kitty spirits. They're little kids. Look. From the back. They're kids.
Are they little kids?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
God wizards. That's pretty dark.
I don't know. It could be someone older, but they do look quite young. Yeah. And then there's a cool soldier who's got a Pegasus on the back.
Oh,
So
Pegasus.
some
Yeah.
cool stuff. You like Pegasi?
Yes.
Yeah. But the token to beat all tokens is that bad boy, Stoneforge blade.
Token to beat all token is unhinged sheep.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 non-basic planes. There they are, and here is...
In case you fell asleep while he was counting those, there are 30 non-basic planes.
You're so rude.
I'm not
so
rude,
rude
I'm
to me.
just honest.
So for 3 and 2 white, you get Nahiri the Lithomancer. She is... What, do you want to read it? Are you going to read it more interesting? Or are you going to put on your video voice? Nahiri the Lithomancer.
That's not how you do it.
You needed a drink after you did it last time.
Yeah, shush.
Okay, so +2, you get to put a 1/1 white cool soldier token onto the battlefield, and you may attach an equipment you control to it, which kind of gives you a hint that she needs to be in a token deck or in an equipment deck. Your -2 is you can put an equipment card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. And -10, put a colourless equipment artifact token named Stoneforged Blade onto the battlefield. It has indestructible, and equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has double strike. So yeah, it equips for 0 too. That's pretty insane. You know about this guy.
That's the guy I was waiting for.
Tell me more about him.
Golf me. He's a 4-drop. He's a Johnny's brother, and I believe, I might be wrong, but I think he was killed by Nicol Bolas, and that's why Johnny went vengeance. I'm probably completely wrong, but
I think he's definitely sort of dead.
he was killed by a Johnny.
Okay,
Not
so
by a Johnny. He's a Johnny's brother.
2 and 2 planes for a legendary creature, Cat Warrior. He's called Giselle Goldmane, and he is a 4/4. So he passed the vanilla test straight away. You know, a 4-drop.
4/4 first strike. That's good.
Oh, he's also got first strike, so that makes him even better. And then if you pay 3 and 2 white, attacking creatures you control get +X/+X. I wonder what the X is. Until the end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So in a token deck, he is completely crazy. So will he be appearing with like Reese the Redeemed?
Yeah, probably at some point. You know, they need trample. That's why you put Azuri into Reese the Redeemed, and else they all have trample and +3/+. You
Look who it is.
Oh, Kemba.
Kemba.
Kemba smells.
Kemba smells. Kemba likes wearing things like swords and shields and hats and rings and
pants.
and
Kemba
pants. So you put Kemba in lots and lots of pants, and she starts popping out little tutu white kitties everywhere.
Yeah, she's pretty weird.
She's 1 and 2 white for a 2/4 legendary cat creature. Cat cleric. Yeah, she's great. I have her as a mono white commander.
Yeah, you told the people.
This card, I think, is there's this card and one in the red deck, which people are getting really excited about. Have a look at this. Tell me what you think.
Containment Priest.
Doesn't sound that exciting,
Plus,
does
this
it?
is a voice test. 2-drop, 2/2 flash. Pretty good. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. Right.
So it basically scrubs all reanimate decks.
Yeah, that's... Oh well, that card just ruins the black deck then.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
kind of like, sorry, you can't play until you
Yeah.
kill me. But yeah, she's pretty insane, and I think people are just going to be buying this white deck just to get 4 of her or hunting down 4 of her. I think she's already ridiculously expensive.
I got this Grand Abolisher.
He's 2 white for a 2/2, so he's a bear. He's a creature. He's a human cleric. But during your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So he kind of helps you with a little bit of pillar fort action. Mentor of the Meek. He's in my Kemba deck. He's great. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. White has never had massive card draw. It kind of finds it in artifacts, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
he is pretty cool.
He's alright. Hallowed Spirit Keeper.
1 and 2 white. He's an avatar. He's a 3/2 with
An
vigilance.
avatar.
An avatar.
An avatar.
Man, is this all you're going to do? Just like rip the
It's
Mickey
like a
out of it?
CBeebies show.
Oh no.
Hello and welcome to the Avatar.
I don't know. I think he'd scare the hell out of
Yeah, true.
I have a large axe. And
That's
I
not
hold
an
my
axe, that
hand.
is totally like a double-edged spear. Spear's
Yeah.
double-edged anyway.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Elspeth's Godsend.
Your face reminds me of Elspeth's Godsend.
I know, because I'm steely and ridiculously good looking. Blue steel. See, you won't even understand that reference. When hallowed Spirit Keeper dies, put X 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, where X is the number of creatures in your graveyard.
That card is awesome.
Yeah, that's just pretty sweet. Silverblade Paladin. Yeah, he rides horses.
Soul Bond. You remember Soul Bond from Innistrad and Avacyn and Dark
Yeah.
Ascension? And if you don't, that kind of sucks because it was awesome. As long as basically you pair it with another creature. As long as Silverblade Paladin is paired with another creature, both creatures have double strike.
Not quite sure why he's in this deck.
Double trouble.
Is there going to be like a huge creature that he can be paired
Well,
with?
probably all of the angels that I've seen in this deck.
Okay, so Angelic Field Marshal, Lieutenant. We like this.
Sorry.
Well, we say Lieutenant. Should really say Lieutenant, shouldn't we?
So silly.
As long as you control your commander, Angelic Field Marshal gets +2/+2, and creatures you control have vigilance.
That's cool.
It's a flying 3/3 for 4,
Mine's
which
very brave,
can
it
become a
sounds.
flying 5/5 if your commander's out.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And the last
like
one that
that.
we've got here before we go to your pack is.
Geist Honored Monk.
You used to use this quite a bit, didn't you? In your
Yeah,
spirit
I
deck?
used to have, when I first started playing, I used to have the easiest, like, best, no, it wasn't a very good deck. I know, it won a
Awesome.
couple of times. It was a Spirit Tribal deck, and I've always been into Tribal. It's kind of the only type of EDH I play, except Feldergriff on Group Hug. And, you know, so, Spirit Tribal, what would they call it? Drug Staff or something.
Drug Skull Captain.
Drug Skull Captains, and then +1, all spirits get +1 and Hexproof. Then you get 2 of those and
Doom
just lock down
Travelers.
your spirits. Yeah, Doom Travelers, you
You
know.
surprised a few people because you were only like 10 at the time.
I
or
was
something.
9.
You were 9 or 10, yeah. And yeah, people were like, "Oh, cute little kid," and he was like, "Yeah, I've turned 5 or 6." He had like a board full of indestructible 5/5 spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Pretty
kind of
much.
crazy. Right, show us what you got in your side of the pile.
Sun Titan.
He's
I always think he
pretty
looks like
sweet.
a rock and roll singer, like who got really extravagant.
He does look pretty kind of.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, da.
Next on stage, Sun Titan.
Da.
It does kind of make you think. We have a few ideas about magic cards. They're either prog rock bands, like Geist Honoured Monk is definitely a name for a prog rock band.
Or the
Whereas
heavy metal.
Sun Titan is a metal band, definitely. If you don't know what Sun Titan does, you should, because he's an awesome card. He's a 4 and 2 white for a 6/6.
Vigilance. Whenever Sun Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, you may return target permanent card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Why am I not playing that in my Kifka and EDH deck?
You should.
Yeah, I should.
You should get one, definitely.
Yes, I should.
It's a shame this one's mine.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
Man, another card you used to play.
Oh yeah, I did. Requiem Angel. That's prog rock.
Requiem
Angel. Yeah, prog
who
rock.
sings sad songs with fiddles in it.
Pretty sure that's a girl. It's a 5/5 flying. Whenever another non-spirit creature you control dies, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. I don't think I did play this because all of my cards were spirits. I'm pretty sure you're confusing me with my brother.
No, didn't you play that for your Doom Travellers?
No.
Because then you got 2/1 white spirit creatures.
Yeah, but
And it's a 5/5 for 6.
I'm pretty
for
sure I
flying.
didn't play
No?
that.
Okay.
I don't think I did. The Darker Valkyrie. That's heavy metal?
Definitely.
Yeah, heavy metal.
Valkyrie.
Yeah. 4/5 flying vigilance. Tap it when target creature other than a Darker Valkyrie dies this turn. Return that card to the battlefield under your control.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
You go.
No, you
Oh,
keep going.
okay.
You keep going.
Sunblast Angel. Right, I'm getting the angel theme now.
Angels are pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like
It's
angels.
a pretty good thing. I don't think I've ever played anyone with an angel tribal deck though.
I was going to make one and then I never did.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good it would be. You could make it kind of dark and slightly twisted with
Full
Heartless
angel.
Summoning.
What?
Make them huge but kind of easy to cast, but not so kind of crazy. But then play pump spells. That'd be quite funny. When Sunblast Angel enters the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. That's ridiculous. So there's a
I
couple
think
of
I did
angels.
play that once in my... I did play it once in a green-white deck and I fogged after they did a fatal move and I was just like, Sunblast Angel. Like,
Sweet.
yeah, like a bomb. Twilight Shepherd.
That's pretty
That's
sweet.
prog rock.
Yeah. Totally.
Twilight Shepherd.
Yeah, with a flute solo halfway through the main set.
I can't do a flute whistle.
It's got the flute whistle. Good. You got 3 colourless and 3 planes for a 5/5 flying vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that will put there from the battlefield this turn. So you play that at the end of your turn after you've attacked and everything's died. And then you play this and it goes, whoa, everything comes back. That's pretty sweet.
Angel of the Dire Hour.
That's pretty mental. So
5 and 2 planes. 5 colours and 2 white. 5/4 flash flying. When Angel of the Dire Hour enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, exile all attacking creatures. Yeah, there is kind of like I like that they're
so
just
you
putting
can
angels
cast this
in.
with flash.
So
So and then this guy afterwards, 4/5, 5/4, costs a little bit more. They're all coming in at around 6 or 7. Lots of angels. Yeah, angels are cool. What have you got
Tree
next?
of Justice.
Is this one of the new ones?
I think so. Double X and 2 double white. Put X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, cycling, so discard it and draw. When you cycle Decree of Justice, you may pay X. If you do, put X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield.
I'm not sure if this is a new one. Isn't that Corona the False God's shadow?
Oh,
Doesn't Corona
Wait,
appear?
how did you notice that?
Just because it's a little bit like Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, isn't it?
Don't remind us of that film.
It's not that bad.
It's that bad. It is that bad.
You're only saying that because everyone else said it was that bad. Everyone still went to watch it. What's the next card?
Shut up. Sarah Avatar.
You only tell me to shut up because you know that I'm right.
Shh.
Shh. That's totally in my Kemba deck.
Yeah,
With
I worked out
reverence.
a really cool. Yeah, I told you that combo.
Well, it's
Wall
been
of
known
Reverence
for a while.
doubles your life total each turn, and then this will double its power. It's pretty awesome.
It's kind of quite an expensive combo because this guy comes in at 7 mana. But, you know, blah. What else we got?
Armistice. That's a prog rock. Yeah, that totally has flute solo.
2 and 1 white for an enchantment where you can pay 3 and 2 white and you draw a card and target opponent gains 3 life. I think that's a bit rubbish.
I think that is perfect group hug.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a group hug player, so...
Shh.
Well, I'm
All
not.
hail hippos.
Yeah, hippos. I don't mind
Hippos and
hippos.
fun.
I
Hippos
don't mind
and fun.
hippos, but...
Hippos can't hear you. I'm too busy singing my song.
Right,
Hippos
come on.
and fun. Mobilization. 2 and 1 white. Da 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 da.
It's an enchantment, soldier creatures, and vigilance. 2 and a white, put a 1/1 creature token onto the battlefield. So you're paying 3 mana for a 1/1?
But
No,
they
you're
have
paying
vigilance.
6 mana for a 1/1, but it also gives you a thing. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I
about
was
that.
going to make a soldier EDH deck, tribal, so, you know, that can happen. Sacred Mesa, yay, Pegasi. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Sacred Mesa unless you sacrifice a Peggy. And by Peggy, I mean Pegasi, or Pegasus. Tap 2, put a 1/1 white Pegasus creature token with flying onto the battlefield.
Is there any other Pegasus things that you can get?
Hold on. You carry on, you do one of your
What are you
cards.
doing, man?
Sorry.
You off? Alright, we got Marshal's Anthem. 2 and 2 white, it's an enchantment. Multi-kicker, 1 and 1 white. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and if it was return up to X. Sorry, when Marshal's Anthem enters the battlefield, return up to X target creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the number of times Marshal's Anthem was kicked. So you've got like enter the battlefield effects with that as well. One of the craziest cards,
I can finally use this! Yay!
and that's where you went.
Unhinged Pegasus.
Unhinged Pegasus card. That's cool.
The good old days.
That's really
Where did all
sweet.
my cards go?
Pick them up here. I was just talking about like the ridiculousness of Cathar's Crusade. If
Oh, yeah.
people are silly enough to play it, they've got to be able to do the maths. Yeah.
Okay. This card's awesome. True Conviction. 3 and 3 white creatures you control have double strike and lifelink.
It's an expensive enchantment, is it?
Right, welcome back. He was just asking me what I thought about Ablation. So, Ablation. That's prog rock, that's what I think.
I don't know.
Oblation?
Oblation. It sounds
No,
like
obliteration would be heavy metal. Oblation sounds more like I oblige. And it would be like
Yeah.
gentleman rapping.
I think you got the root of the word right, but hey, the gentleman rhymer. Yes.
Nah, Professor Elemental. Right, anyway, it's a 3-drop, 2 and 1 white instant. The owner of target non-land permanent shuffles it into his or her library, then draws 2 cards. Wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, you'd have to be certain that they weren't cheating. I'm joking.
No, but it's kind of.
Yeah, that's
see
pretty
your,
awesome.
See your general? It's now in your library, which is even worse than putting it in the graveyard.
Would you like to?
No, go for it, because these are artifacts and
Benevolent
lands.
offering. It's a 4-drop instant. You choose an opponent. You and that player each put 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Choose an opponent. You gain 2 life for each creature you control, and that player gains 2 life for each creature he or she controls. I
That's
like it. It
pretty
is group
sweet.
hug. I'm enjoying this deck.
Yeah.
Comeuppance. Oh, that's totally prog rock.
Oh, well, whatever. It's an instant for 3 and 1 white. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and planeswalkers you control this turn by sources you don't control. If damage from a creature source is prevented this way, Comeuppance deals that much damage to that creature. If damage from a non-creature source is prevented this way, Comeuppance deals that much damage to the source's controller. So attack me with something big, bang! That something big should kill itself. Generally.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
pretty cool.
Cast fireball against me? No, fireball against you.
Redirect.
So yeah, that kind of makes things slightly trickier for red players.
Do you think the Zeniths are in every deck?
I hope so.
White
Got
Suns. White Suns Zenith. Is that
This is the one for the cats,
is that
isn't it?
prog rock or heavy metal?
I don't know. Not all. I suppose not all of them fit.
I'll
White
down-
Sun Zenith, I guess, is prog
Loophole!
rock.
Loophole! Loophole! Oh God! Ah! Carry on.
X and 3 white. It's an instant. Put X 2/2 white cat creature tokens onto the battlefield. Shuffle White Sun Zenith into its owner's library.
It's like
You
they're reaching for something.
Don't do anything on your turn with all your white mana. Shrine to Nyx needs to happen as well in these decks, doesn't it? And then you go, punk! Here's a whole bunch of cats. It's kind of crazy. And then Cathar's Crusade. 20 cats, Cathar's Crusade. First one gets +1/+1, the next one gets +2/2, next one gets +2.
Fair enough.
What have you got?
Phil the Mighty! Definitely have a metal.
You're not letting go of that, are you?
No!
For 4 and a white, you
You
get
can
sorcery.
never let go of your dreams.
No, don't never let go of your dreams. You're quite right too. Especially if your dreams include being an angel subjugating demons. Yeah,
They had it coming,
They had it
Squire and
coming.
Molly.
Shut
I don't find
your
it that
face.
funny.
She's the saviour of Thiswick.
Fizzwick. I don't get it.
Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. Guess what?
What?
Got one word for you.
What?
Doran.
God.
Yeah, my creature's power is 0.
Touche.
Or even -1, so it kills all 0 cost tokens as well.
Nomads Assembly. Is that
Sounds like
nomads as in people or no crazy people are allowed in this assembly?
I don't think it's the second one because that's slightly, offensive to people with mental health issues. But I'm only joking. Nomad's Assembly. It sounds like kind of a rubbish school in the middle of a desert.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean I've got to sing songs?
Okay, well done for trying.
4 and 2 white for a sorcery. What does it do?
Put a 1/1 white core soldier creature token onto the battlefield for each creature you control. Oh, rebound. If you cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost.
Mental. That's totally crazy.
Deploy to the front.
You're going to be so excited about this card.
Have
Have you read it? So, look,
I'm
deploy
sorry.
to the front. 5 and 2 white. It's a sorcery. What do you get for it?
Put X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield by X the number of creatures on the battlefield. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
You're playing against Krenko? You've got Cathar's Crusade out. That's why.
You have violent vomiting issues.
Woo! Let's hear it for vomiting.
Let's take a cheer for cheering. Woo! Club Penguin. I don't play that game.
I don't think you should shout out for games that you can't
Tell me,
adequately review.
Way too cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. You just got to remember YouTube's for
Too cool for school, guys.
too school for cool.
Yeah, I am too school for cool.
Right, come on. What's next?
Marshall Coop.
Marshall Coop.
Yeah.
Come on, be
it's
French.
like a
Coup.
no Marshall Coop because he's that chicken who happens to be a marshal who's locked in his coop.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
X and 2 white. It's a
put
sorcery.
X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures.
So you play that the turn before you play this, and then you play this. That to me just makes me laugh.
Masterwork of ingenuity.
This card is insane.
You may
this
have.
card, I think, is already seeing crazy modern and legacy decks and stuff like that. People are going crazy for it.
You may have Masterwork of ingenuity enter the battlefield as a copy of any equipment on the battlefield. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. For how much?
1. Yeah, fair enough. Pretty awesome.
This is kind of a standout card, I think.
Pearl medallions. I presume the
The
things that
medallions are all going to be
make
there.
everything cheaper.
White spells cost 1 less.
Loxodon Warhammer.
Everybody
I don't
loves a
know
bit
what
of-
noise an elephant makes. I can't tell a bad joke about an elephant.
Go on then.
How does an elephant ask for a cream pie?
Go on then.
I don't know how a cream pie.
That's a visual gag, man. If
Yeah,
you're
it
not
is a
gonna
visual
shake-
gag.
Group photo, please. Argentum armor. Yay! Love Argentum armor. I think I traded one of those away. I think Herbie's got the other one. So, blah. No, that's cool. A crit creature gets +6/+6, and whenever it attacks, you destroy target permanent. It's kind of slightly Eldrazi flavoured, that one.
Strata Scythe.
I like this, but it's
Heavy.
kind of it's a bit crazy. It's when it enters the battlefield, you search the library for a land card, exile it, then shuffle your library. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land on the battlefield with the same name as the exiled card. So if you are turn 8 and you play this, you get another one, and then this becomes an 8/8 equipment, which is kind of good, and it thins your deck a little bit.
Sword of Vengeance. 3-drop, artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste equipped for free. It's pretty cool.
Sweet, man.
Bone Horde. It's another, it's a living weapon. I think there's one of each.
It's another equipment.
Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards, everywhere, universally.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I like it.
There's kind of commander damage things going on here.
The equipment to go with the sort of angel theme of the deck. Equipped creature has first strike. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Moon Silver Spear, 4-drop, equipped 4.
Yeah, that's kind of Avacyn flavoured, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. We've got some core sanctifiers. For 2 and a white, you get a core cleric with kicker 1 white. When core sanctifiers enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So this you get.
I just like removal.
Enter the battlefield removal. Yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
think it's pretty cool.
So for 4, you get to do it. It's not as good as the Elvish one that's just come out, is it?
Don't know what you're talking about.
The Reclamation Elf. Destroy target artifact or enchantment when it comes into
Reclamation Sage.
Reclamation Sage.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I did know what you're talking about.
Flicker Wisp. Yeah, it's just like, you know.
Is that like a really messed up spider that happened to be like bitten by a vampire and each of them grew wings?
It's an elemental. It can be whatever it wants to be.
Aww.
And because it's a white one, it doesn't look like. I don't know. It does still look pretty grotesque, doesn't it?
It looks like I would rather see like a changeling, because a changeling can be whatever I want it to be. Whereas like a Flicker Wisp is just a weird spider thingy.
Yeah, that's pretty odd. It costs 1 and 2 white. It's a flying elemental. It now looks like a Pegasus. When Flicker Wisp enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next turn step. So you basically cast it on your own stuff and recur it with Sun Titan.
Flicker Wisp,
so,
prog rock.
Yeah, Flicker Wisp. Lots and lots of 12-string guitar solos.
You're a 12-string guitar solo.
Sky Hunter Skirmisher. It's a cat knight. I think I refuse to put this into my cat deck.
Why? It's really good.
Really?
Yeah,
They're
equipment.
But it's not an equipment.
Yeah, but you could put an equipment on it and it would be really good. 3-drop 1/1 flying double strike. It's pretty cool.
Okay, I'll give you that. Again, I find these sort of things, there's too many other things that you have to go with it. You'd have to protect it because it just goes, hello, I'm a massive target. Celestial Crusader.
Hello, Mr. Target.
I know you are. 2 and 2 white. Creature Spirit. It's got flash. It's a 2/2. Split second. Flying. Other white creatures get +1/+1.
Well, that's a mouthful. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That card
that's
is
pretty
awesome.
cool spirit as well.
That's kind of, yeah, perhaps that needs to go in your Spirit EDH deck.
Don't have a spirit EDH.
You do now.
Oh, shush.
Brave the Elements. That's just kind of recent reprint, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's a good card.
instant. Choose colour. White creatures you control gain protection for chosen colour until the end of turn.
For a
Kinda
1-drop,
helps.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Condemn is pretty sweet.
Kind of
Kind
cloud
of
shed
tucks
sort
a
of
general.
thing. It's control against life equal to its toughness.
Afterlife. I like the art on this card.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What does it do?
It's a 3-drop instant. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Its controller puts a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Oh, it's a group hug kill spell.
It's a
I'm loving this deck.
group hug kill spell.
You're a group hug kill spell.
Midnight Haunting.
Yeah, I used to play that.
2/1/1 spirit creatures fly onto the battlefield for 3 mana. I like this.
When owls go bad. Wing shots.
You might know us from films like Wing Shots.
Hello and welcome to Wing Shots.
Hello.
Tonight.
Yes, he might look like a harmless barn owl, but actually, you pay 1 and 2 white, and it's an instant, and target player sacrifices an attacking creature, and it has Storm. So when you cast this spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn. So what what other 1/1s have you got? Like
Next
one drop?
time on Witch Shards, we discuss whatever 1/1s we have. Goodbye.
Are
That
you
was fun.
actually pretending to sound more English than you already are? That's great. Return to dust, governor. 2 and 2 white. Instant. Exile target, artifact or enchantment. If you cast a spell during your main phase, you may exile up to
Your main
one
phase.
other target or enchantment.
Sounds like you were running really, really fast past the room. So you
Gift of Estates. I like this card.
Gift of States.
Find out about Gift of Estates.
If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 Plains cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Kind of nice, isn't it? Spectral Procession.
Yeah, so it just sounds like a really bad parade.
Yeah. What are you going to go and watch tonight? Spectral Procession. Oh, great. What's going to happen? Well, it's like these 3 ghosts, like going around a rock. Oh, right, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
The dead have it easy. They suffer no more. If breaking their rest helps the living, so be it.
Oh, Olka, a Mist Made a Witch, so that would be a Kithkin.
Oh, I've been wanting one of these.
Skull Clump? Well, the mind is a beautiful bounty encased in an annoying bone container.
Yeah, but
And they said wizards weren't poets.
Soul Ring. Everybody needs a Soul Ring. Marble Diamond
Oh right, so there's
And
going to be a
one white
diamond in each one.
to your mana pool. I like this card. Check this
Master
out.
Memory. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw 2 cards. If you do, discard a card. 1 equip.
So, making something or something in flying or something with a little bit of kind of
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah,
Cool.
quite nice. You got Swiftfoot Boots.
Yeah, of course.
You got Commander Spheres, one of the new
Seen
ones.
it all before.
Add to your mana pool 1 mana reveal. Commander's colour identity, or you can sacrifice it and draw a
Oh,
card.
this looks cool. Assault Suit. That's a heavy metal, if there ever was one.
So it's a 4-drop, it's artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has haste, and can't attack you or a planeswalker you control and can't be sacrificed.
Oh well, so you
would
pair that with
you-
Indestructible and...
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
like,
That's unkillable. Until you get rid of the...
don't you
Sounds-
then give that creature to someone else?
At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of a quick creature. Okay, right. I get it.
Yeah, so you then just pass it around the table because it's still your creature, they just gain control of it. And so they can't attack you, so you're encouraging them to attack other people. Ping! That's kind of mental.
But that could be used to some people's advantage. I'm not sure if I would do that.
I quite like the new politics sort of edge they're putting into this set. I think it's pretty cool.
Political...
Political shenanigans. Lawseeker Stone, it's a 6-drop. For 3 and tapping it, you draw 3 cards. This ability costs 1 more to activate for each card in your hand. Yeah, it's
Mages
alright.
come from far and wide to bathe in
Here's
its wisdom.
another
Why would you bathe in
land
wisdom?
card. I have this already in my Kemba deck, which is Emira Sky Ruin. It's a sweet, sweet card.
Amiri Square Room enters the battlefield. Tap to the beginning of your upkeep. If you control 7 or more planes, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Tap it, add 1 mana to your mana pool. Add 1 white mana to your mana pool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I quite like that. We got 2 more planes cards, which means there's 32 planes. You know how I like counting, so that's Emira Sky Ruin is 33.
Yay.
Randomly, we've got a White Mane Lion just
With-
on its own amongst
Oh
the
wait,
lands
what's
at the
its
back of the
ability?
pack.
Oh, its ability is Flash! Oh.
Okay, when White Mane Lion enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. So that's pretty sweet. You got all
Just
this
save
enter the
a
battlefield.
creature.
So is this
Yeah.
deck tokens? Is it enter the battlefield? Is
I
it
think
angels?
it's Angel
Is
Tribal.
it kind of Voltron?
You can't stop my tribal mind. I'm infused with
Okay.
tribality.
So here we got a Ghost Quarter for destroying other people's lands.
Against land destruction.
Oh, I think sometimes it's important if someone has got something janky
No,
out there.
No.
It's always good to be able to police it a little bit.
Just no.
Just no?
No.
That's that way you always get beaten.
Huh? Hey, remember that one time when someone played land destruction? They blew up my non-basic land and I killed them
Yeah.
in like 3 turns.
You
So mercy.
don't cross fan in the game of EDH.
You can do that. Probably won't do anything, but I took offence.
Drifting Meadow enters the battlefield tapped. Oh, it's a card with cycling. Okay. Then you've got Karoo, which is one of those bounce lands.
Sounds like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Karoo enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever Karoo enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return an untapped plains you control to its owner's hand. Tap it to add 2 to your mana pool.
So that's pretty sweet.
Well, a 1 and a plains.
Secluded Step enters the battlefield tapped, but it's also got cycling. You got a Temple of the False God. This card is
go back to what you said in the last video.
Always good. Yeah. There's Corona. So I wonder if Corona.
Well, Corona was the false god.
Yeah. I wonder if there's some sort of thing about maybe her coming back in the future. So who knows? And again, we come to a Arcane Lighthouse.
Conclusion. What a conclusion it is.
It's a really, really sweet card. I think this card is going to be a staple in most EDH decks.
It will be in almost every EDH
Until the
deck.
end of turn, creatures your opponents control lose Hexproof and Shroud and can't have Hexproof or Shroud. Well, he said, banging the table. That was our white deck with the commander. Where is she? Here she is. Look, back in the box.
This is the commander. It's this. It's this Pegasi.
Well, Pegasi.
Yes.
Yeah, he is pretty sweet, but Nahiri the Lithomancer.
He's just a pretender.
That is our white deck. Not quite sure what it is. Is it tokens? Is